Hey, I'm Tashi and welcome to my home. I have my first ever outdoor market coming up in a mere 5 days. And so I figured that we could have an entire day where I am crocheting as much as possible. We are going to embark on a crochet half marathon. So if you love all things yarning, make sure to stick around.
I love yarn. I love yarn. I love yarn. I love yarn.
So I have been frantically prepping for this upcoming market, and I still have a lot of things that I want to crochet because this is also going to be my last summer market before I kind of switch over my gears towards fall items. So I made myself a little list of things that I would love to crochet today. It is currently 8:40 in the morning. I think by the time I get, settled and sat down with my coffee and everything, it'll probably be around 9 o'clock. And I would love to crochet for 13 hours. Technically a half marathon is 13.1. So 13 plus a little bit extra. So on my list of things to do, I actually put this in order of how I want to crochet everything. So here's kind of the plan. The first thing that I want to focus on is I need to make more scrunchies, especially fur scrunchies, because at my last market, my first fur scrunchies completely sold out. I was kind of shocked. They are really in vogue right now. So I already put together a basket of stuff to make my scrunchies. So here is everything. Now I'm probably not going to make all of this, but I really do love working with this fur yarn. So I have 3 skeins of this Yarn Bee for the moment. This is the color Wolf. I also got cream and my personal favorite, soft pink. So I'm gonna make a few of each of these, and then I had some leftover just like blue color that I got off of Amazon, so I honestly don't even know the brand. But then I also want to make some different color velvet scrunchies. So I have a little bit of this like hot pink left, and this is Juicy Couture. And then I also have this Regal Blue Sparkle Juicy Couture and this Notre Dame Juicy Couture. So I want to make a couple of each of these colors as well. My plan for the scrunchies, I'd like to make between 15 and 20, which really the first scrunchies take hardly no time at all. So I think that's pretty doable, but I don't really want to spend more than like an hour or two making scrunchies. So I think once we get started with that, I'm just going to kind of limit myself to maybe I'll check in like at the hour mark and see how many we've made, and then we'll decide from there if I'm going to spend more time making a little bit more or if we're just going to call it good. Then the other things that I want to make is I make these retro daisy granny square bag things. They're super cute. They're like these little purses made out of the retro daisy granny squares, and they're really fun to make. And I sold out of them at my last market, and I only have one for this upcoming market. So I would like to have a couple more because they do so well, especially in the summertime. So ideally, I'd like to make between 2 and 3 of those. Now those do take a little bit longer because those granny squares are pretty intensive and involved. So the granny squares themselves usually take me about like 45 minutes to make, I would say. So each bag is going to be about a 3-hour investment, which is a lot. So we'll probably only get maybe 2 done, and then we're going to be looking around halfway through our day, unfortunately. And I still have a list of tops that I want to make as well. So I would also love to make a couple of crop tops in different, fun ways. I love Passionate Kelsey's Lily top, so I would love to whip up another one of those because I feel like that top comes together pretty quickly. I'd also really like to make like a V-neck kind of top because it's super easy. You basically just make 2 rectangular panels and then you join them down the middle of the front and the back. So that's pretty easy. If we have time, maybe a bolero. I don't know. Once I get the scrunchies and the bags done, I just want to make a bunch of tops that are summer kind of flavored. So that is currently the plan. It's a lot, but we're just going to be crocheting our little heart out all day long. I have nothing else on the agenda except for sitting around and crocheting my day away. It's going to be amazing. I am so excited. And then as far as like entertainment goes, while I'm embarking on this crochet half marathon, I, first of all, love listening to audiobooks, and I'm super into Stephen King right now. I've been kind of like working my way through the Holly Gibney books. So if you're like a Stephen King fan and you've never heard of Holly Gibney, she's a great character. She's like a little neurodivergent, but she's a fantastic detective and does like all of these super weird investigations. So anyways, her first book in the series is The Outsider, which I've already finished, and I'm currently finishing the second book, which is If It Bleeds. I've already read the book Holly, which was published by Stephen King, I think like a year or two ago. And I have in my queue his newest book waiting for me to listen to, which is called Never Flinch, I'm pretty sure. So I'm super excited because I would love to listen to my Stephen King books. But then my dad has also been converting all of our old family videos to YouTube videos. So I have about 5 of those that I have yet to view, and I am so excited. So I also want to have just kind of like a binging marathon of my old family videos from when I was a baby. So that's kind of my plan for today. I'm just going to lazy around, crochet a bunch of stuff, and hope that my hands don't fall off. But also, speaking of my hands, I do have a whole like stretch routine that I do before I start a long crochet marathon. So I do think I need to make sure I do that. And I will probably be whipping out my hand massager at some point if my hands start hurting a little bit. So that's the game plan for today. Without further ado, I think we should probably stretch and then get started running our crochet marathon.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, it is 8:55 on the dot. So our goal today is going to be to crochet until 10 o'clock tonight to complete our half marathon of crochet. So I got my basket of scrunchie material here. I think I'm gonna crochet scrunchies until 10 o'clock, and then we'll do a check-in, see how many I've made, and we'll go from there. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Okay, time for a check-in. It is almost 11, so I did crochet scrunchies for a little bit longer than I was anticipating because it's also Sunday, so I was just watching my church service and crocheting. So it just got over about 15 minutes ago, but I got a lot done. So here are all of the first scrunchies that I made. So I made 2 white ones, 2 pink ones, 2 blue ones, 2 gray ones, and then I like kind of combined some colors for these ones, although it's like really subtle, so you can't really tell, but yeah. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I missed a pink one. So 13 fur scrunchies. And then I also was able to make 3 velvet scrunchies. So I made 2 hot pink and then 1 of the Notre Dame sparkly. So all in all, you know, 16 scrunchies. Not too bad for 2 hours. That's about $55 worth of product right there in 2 hours. So really not bad at all. And we are going to check scrunchies off of our list because the goal was to make between 15 and 20, and we have accomplished that. So the next thing on the list is the flower bags or my flower purses that I make. So we need to go pick out some yarn. So for one of the purses, I know for sure I want to do black, white, and hot pink because I've kind of had that vision in my head for a while. See, I have this almost empty skein of black that I'll grab, and then we'll grab a backup. And this is just Big Twist and the color black from Joann's. And then we're just gonna do regular white. So we'll grab this guy, which is Pound of Love from Lion Brand in the color white. And we need a hot pink. Let's see. I'm actually thinking I might use this one, which is Karen's Simply Soft. And this is the color Neon Pink because I really like the vibrance of it. And it's a slightly different texture than the other yarn, but I think it'll still be okay. So that's gonna be the first bag. And now I need to decide what color I wanna use for the second bag. I think I wanna make like a blue one. So I'm really liking this blue color. This is I Love This yarn in soft blue from Hobby Lobby. So I'm thinking maybe doing this for the petals of the flower. So I'm kind of liking this color combo, but I'm a little bit worried I'm not gonna have enough gray. That's my only concern, but I really do like this combination. So I'm thinking blue petals with a gray background and then white for the middle of the flower. Or to play it safe, we could go white for the background and then gray for the accent. I don't know. I think I'm gonna start with the black and white one. I'm gonna pull these because I do like this combination, and we will decide when we get to crocheting that all together. So I think those are gonna be the 2 colors that I go with for today. I'm trying to do kind of more subtle colors because I tend to make things that are very like bright in your face colors. So I'm trying to tone it down just a little bit. So I think that these will be 2 good color combinations that are a little more subtle than what I usually make. Okay, back out to the living room. I finished listening to Stephen King's book, When It Bleeds, and now I am on to the 4th Holly Gibney book, which is called Never Flinch, and so far so good, but I kind of just started, so I'll keep you posted on that too. But here is what we're working with. Okay, I was just getting up when I noticed in my scrap pile this yarn, which I recently got from my grandma. There's not much of it left, but it is the Karen Jumbo yarn in the color Seafoam. And I love how these 2 kind of pair together with this as the primary color. So I think I'm gonna use this as the accent on the second bag instead of the gray color. I feel a lot better about that. So that'll be our plan.
See the horizon, turn us to thousands.
Well, it is a little bit later than I was hoping, but the first bag is done. It is officially 3:03. This took a little bit, but I also took a little bit of a break to eat food and stuff, so I'm hoping the next one will come together faster, but I'm not super optimistic. However, I love how this one turned out. It is perfection, very, very fun, so we're just gonna boogie right into the next one. And I have continued listening to Never Flinch. It is very good. I am very into it, so I'm probably gonna stay here for most of the night before I maybe switch to the couch and watch a show or family videos. But I did watch my parents' wedding video. I definitely got a little teary-eyed. It was so precious. Anyways, I will catch up with you guys probably in another couple hours.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Have officially finished bag number 2 and I'm kind of obsessed with it. So I did decide to do the accent on the strap and I love how it turned out. And I actually have more of this yarn in different colors that I think I might make more bags with later on, but not tonight because tonight we have a list of stuff to get through still. Mwah. It is currently 6, so I guess these bags take me 3 hours to make. Which is good to know because I might need to up the price of them a little bit. I've been selling them for $35, which is definitely not what I normally charge per hour, so might need to bump that up a smidgen, but there we have it. 2 bags done, 16 scrunchies done, and we are moving on to tops. So we have to go pick out some new yarn. Stop trying to eat the stitch markers. Those are not for kitties. Okay, so I've decided on some yarn for the next project. Here are the colors. They're super pretty. I love them. These are both Baby Bee Sweet Delight yarns. We have gingerbread on top and woodland elderberry on bottom. And so I think what I'm gonna do with these is I wanna make kind of like a granny square top that's kind of like a tank top but open on the sides with ties. That's kind of my vision. Probably just gonna wing it. We'll see how it goes. But we only have 4 hours until our challenge is over, and honestly this is probably gonna take me the rest of the night. So yeah, I don't even know if we'll finish this tonight, but we will get as far as we can. My book is really, really good, so I might keep listening to that for a little bit because I'm just so in it right now. But maybe eventually I'll move to the couch and turn on a show or something. I don't know, but I'm just really vibing with Stephen King tonight, I guess. So yeah, keep you guys posted.
Life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
Okay, time for a check-in. It is 8:30, so we only have an hour and a half left. And this is how far I am on the top. So I think this is gonna be good for one side. So kind of come up here. I think this will work because basically all I'm gonna do is make 2 of these like squares, join them together at the shoulders, and then I'm gonna put ties on the side. So I don't know, I could maybe go one more round, I guess. I don't know, I'd say right now it's like a schmedium. So it just depends on if I want it to be a schmedium or if I want it to be a large. I think I'm gonna get myself a little cup of ice cream to celebrate making it this far, and then I'm also thinking I'm gonna crochet the back panel in this color because then you could wear it either way. And then I think I'll do like a border on this side in this color, and then a border on the side I'm making this color in this color because I'm running out of yarn. I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn to crochet a whole nother panel in just this color. So, especially if I add one more row. I have been watching home videos. So I am the oldest of 5 children. My mom's side of the family is humongous. And so it has just been hilarious watching these videos because I'm seeing all these people that I grew up with. And it's just such a flash from the past. And like the first 4 hours worth of videos are just me before my sister's born. Yeah, so my parents say that I act like a princess. Well, I'm sorry. It's because I was treated like a princess when I was little. In one video, they even called me princess. So, I mean, anyways, I'm gonna get a snack and then I'm gonna work on the backside and I will keep you guys posted. I'm getting very tired. Tired. And for tonight's ice cream flavor, we have chocolate cookies and cream from a local dairy called Farm Life Creamery. And I've never had their ice cream before, but they make amazing cheese. So I'm assuming their ice cream is also gonna be amazing. Yeah, that's really good. Also, if you're not putting your ice cream in coffee mugs, you're doing it wrong. Because then your hand doesn't get cold holding the bowl. Pro tip, pro tip.
In number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
Well, friends, we have officially hit the 13-hour mark. It is 10 o'clock. I am exhausted and I really need to go to bed. I did not finish square number 2. I'm on row 13, round 13. So I will probably have to finish this tomorrow. And I think I will wait to do a wrap up of this vlog until I finish this so you can see the final product as my thank you for you guys joining me on this journey. So I'm gonna go to bed and we will catch up another day. Well, hello friends. It is time for an update because I have finished the top. Here it is. It is cute. I haven't actually tried it on to see how it looks in person, but I do think that it's adorable and it will be perfect for someone. So now this means that our vlog is alas alack coming to a close. So just to kind of recap everything we made, obviously we have this gorgeous tie, vest, tank top piece. I don't know what you want to call it really. And then of course we have our 2 bags that we made, which I already have tagged for my upcoming market. And they both turned out so cute. I am like beyond happy with both of them and hopefully they will find their forever homes. And of course, all the scrunchies. Here they are. All 16 of the scrunchies that we made in preparation for this market. I'll just put a couple on here so we can see all of our glorious makes together. All right, so here it is. The crochet marathon haul. Voila. Scrunchies, top, 2 bags. So what do you guys think? Did I make more or less than you expected in our crochet half marathon day? And let me know if you want to see another video like this in the future. But for now, I need to say goodbye so I can finish editing this video to get it out to you guys. And I will see you next time for another crafting adventure.
Through the wastelands, through the